Please let the record reflect, all three commissioners are present. Our county attorney, Drew Porter, is stuck in a court case right now in Terre Haute. Hopefully he can make it here before it's all over with, but he is there. As well as we're joined with the auditor's office with Julie and Lisa. Have you all had an opportunity to look over the agenda?
I have.
Make a motion to approve agenda as written. Do I have a second? First and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. You guys had a chance to review the minutes from the last meeting. I'd make a motion to approve the minutes from the April 1st, 2025 meeting.
Second.
A first and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. Appointments. Mr. Ellerman.
I had a meeting with Emily over at the library. I had a couple of them, board meeting and one meeting over there a couple weeks ago or last week, can't really remember. Very informative. She had nothing but good words to say about her board and kind of things they're working for. So I would like to make a motion to approve Pam Smith on the board. Continue.
Okay. You want to make them both at the same time, or you want to do one at a time?
Rebecca Roach and Pam Smith.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and make a motion for both of them at the same time, if that's okay.
That works.
I will second your motion. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you.
Same sign, no. All in favor, yes. Motion carries 3-0. Health Department Board, we do have one vacancy to fill. According to state statute, we can give that to the city, the largest municipal city. I have spoken to Mayor Yoakum, and he is going to go ahead and take that as the appointment, since it's an open appointment at this point in time. So we're going to go ahead and keep that on our agenda, and he is hopefully going to get back with us by our next meeting with some possible appointments to that board. The next one is Invasive Species Board. So I've thought about this one a lot, and I would like to table this, and the reason I want to table this is, personally, I don't know if this board is necessary. And when I say it's unnecessary, I don't know if the ordinance is necessary. But we can't discuss the ordinance because it's not on the agenda. And so I would like to table that until we can discuss further the actual ordinance that created this board.
I second that.
Okay, comment?
You know it's law in Knox County, and it was
It's
created.
ordinance.
It's a law, and it was created under this board after years of work. You all have made up your mind, so it's fine. There's no more comment, and our attorney isn't here, so.
Okay. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Same sign, no.
No.
Motion carries 2-1. New business. YMCA Van Gogh. Good morning, how are you?
I'm good. We have our quarterly voucher that needs signed. Our total expense for the first quarter was $332,708. We are asking a drawdown of $247,536. So we had about a total of 13,661 trips for the Van Gogh on-demand service for the first quarter. And we had basically only 12 trip denials, which was really good, that we couldn't fulfill.
What would be a trip denial?
It's our systems are booked, every driver's booked, they don't have availability for that
Okay.
time frame that someone asks. So we usually work with the people and ask them to move their times if they can, or go a different day. But we've only had 12 that we had to deny in the last 3 months.
Okay.
So, and then for the trolley, we've had about 4,778 boardings on the trolley. And our biggest place that we take people is for employment. And then the second one is just activities of daily living, which is just going to Walmart, shopping, and getting their laundry done and different things like that. And then the next one is medical, your
Okay.
biggest ones.
And you're looking for a drawdown of the 77,192, is that correct?
The 247,536.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what our current request is.
Okay, sorry, looked the
No,
wrong
the
line.
77,000 is our applied local match money that we apply.
Yep, wrong line, sorry.
No, you're fine.
So
I make a motion to approve the voucher for Van Gogh for the quarterly.
Okay, I will second that motion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, you want it now? Yeah, okay. Sure.
There's a copy there too.
I'm assuming I'm here.
Yeah, you just right there, and then I'll be doing the rest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. CASA. This is a part that I kind of created last month. State of the county departments and CASA. This is, of course, Prevent Child Abuse Month, and so love to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, President Brink and Commissioner Ellerman and Streeter. Yes, I just wanted to spread the awareness in our community about National Prevention of Child Abuse Month. And with this month, you'll usually see the pinwheels out in our community, but as you know, the pinwheels don't really stay on the stick or the stand that they're on, and then they become out in our environment and not really good for our environment. So that was created in 2018, the pinwheels were, and since then they have kind of stepped aside from the pinwheels. You'll see a few of them in our community, and those are left over from the previous year. They are no longer allowing us to use these pinwheels. More so, they want our community to really flood your community with blue, meaning wear #wearblue or put a blue light in outside of your house, but just paint your town blue. And so I think going forward, we're really gonna spread that awareness in our community so people know wearing blue is a sign of thinking about those children and the abuse that they have endured, or preventing the abuse. And so with that being said, just kind of some statistics that you might be aware of. Our governor did a proclamation and saying that over 200,000 reports were made in 2024. And whenever we look here locally at what we have, well, in Indiana also 7,500 children were removed from their home in 2024. But here in Knox County, what that looks like is we had 207 new CHINS cases in 2024. And what is CHINS? It's a child in need of services. And same way CASA stands for Court Appointed Advocate, I like to share with you how you can make a difference in maybe serving one of these children here in our community, because currently we have 99 children waiting on a volunteer that could be just like you and making that impact on us and the children here in Knox County. So we're very blessed to have the 16 volunteers that we have currently serving the children that are being served, and that would be 100 and, Denise, think here, 101. I knew we were right at 99, then we go to 100, and then some kids would be returned back home, reunification, but their permanency plan, whatever that would be, guardianship, or a next of kin, or, you know, just being reunified with their parents, which is what we always try to advocate for. And so, with that being said, we need more volunteers to serve these 101 children, or actually the 99 children that are on our wait list. So we currently have a new volunteer coordinator, which is Holly Hillenbrand. She was with CASA before. Right whenever we came over to the county in 2018, we were under an umbrella agency prior to that. Holly did come over with us. So she's got familiarity with CASA and really has made a big impact since she started at the beginning of last month. And she has already started a training course, or a pre-service is what we call it here at CASA. And that's the 30 hours of training that a volunteer has to go through to become a CASA volunteer. And I know that sounds like a lot, but really it provides that volunteer with everything they need to be a volunteer. Plus, we have speakers come in, and then they also do core observations within that 30 hours. So we currently have a training happening right now currently that started on April the 3rd. And we have 3 participants in that training, and we're hoping that they will all follow through and swear in with the judge next month. Also, just kind of want to give you an awareness of what we are doing during this month. We are partnering with our local Department of Child Services office, DCS, as people know it under that acronym, with an event that will be held on Saturday, April the 26th. From 11 to 1, and it will be located at the Community Church of Vincennes. And there will be face painting, games, music, and much more. Hopefully you can make it out to that event on the April 26th from 11 to 1 on that Saturday. The other things that are happening at CASA is we are gearing up for our Friends of Knox County CASA, which is our nonprofit, is having our 14th annual CASA Golf Scramble. And so we've been doing this for many years. We have wonderful supporters of us that look forward to coming and golfing with us and learning a little bit more about what CASA is and CASA does as well. And that will be on May 23rd at Cypress Hills Golf Course. But I think the most fantastic thing that I'm here also to share with you is CASA in Knox County is 40 years old this year. And so we have been working for a year trying to reach out to all the previous volunteers from the Knox County CASA program over the past 40 years. And we have been able to locate either that volunteer or a family member of the volunteer who maybe has passed on. And we are having rolling out that red carpet for our volunteers and having a celebration, and that'll be on April 24th from 6 to 8 at Green Activities Center. And so we're really looking forward to celebrating with all the volunteers over the past 40 years and thanking them for the time that they've given back to Knox County CASA. And then just one thing I just want to put out into the community, which is that everyone in the state of Indiana is a mandated reporter. If you see a child or witness a child being abused or neglected, it is your job and duty to report that. And who would you report that to? You can call the Indiana Child Abuse Hotline. And if I could ask anything of you guys today, take out your phone and put this number in your phone, because if you see a child being abused, you may go blank in your mind and not remember that number. But if you have it in your phone, it's one of those quick things that you can call immediately and report. And it's anonymous. You don't have to tell them who you are. But just we want to keep the children safe in our community. So that number is 1-800-800-5556. And I really encourage you to save that number and have it available if you see a child that's being neglected or abused in our community. So, do you have any questions for me that maybe I didn't answer for you?
So that number is 1-800-800-5556.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
And I've had to call it, and I could have been in situations where I'm like, what is that number? But I always go back to, it's in my phone, because I put it in my phone. And anytime I talk to students at the university or anyone, I ask that of you, is to make sure that you are looking out for the children in our community and making sure they're all safe.
In my previous career, we have one of the former directors in the audience, and the services that CASA provides are just phenomenal. And from, like I said, my former career, what you do for the children is just fantastic, and unsung heroes for those kids who don't have a voice, and you're the voice of them or for
Yes.
them.
Yes, and we couldn't do it without our volunteers, because they are the lifeblood of our program. But the other side of that is we do have staff advocates that serve a caseload of children, and that is something that I would also like to share. One of our staff members has been with the CASA program over 19 years, and her name is Cheryl Huguenin. And Cheryl is just a person that would give back to these kids no matter what. She actually has, on her day off, has come in because maybe there was a court hearing for her kiddo, and she just makes it her priority. She drives 4 hours one way up north to visit a child every month, and he and her have got a bond together like you wouldn't believe, and it's just because she shows up every month to see this child. And he is in a facility, but he looks forward to her coming and bringing Oreos with her or treats, and then they share with the other kiddos there. That it really is impactful when she stands up in court and she isn't on the same side as the department or the state, but she always stands firm in her beliefs in what's best for the child. And just want to recognize all the staff at Knox County CASA, but she's just really one. If I say I could clone anybody, it would be Cheryl Huguenin.
So if I wanted to become a volunteer, how do I reach out to you? What is the
Absolutely.
process?
Yes, well, the first thing that you would do is contact our office, and you could do that through our website, which is knoxcountycasa.com. You could go to the county website. You can also get us that way. Click on our link at the county website, or you can come by our office at 112 North 7th Street, or give us a call at area code 812-882-2108. And once you do that piece of making contact with us or sending in your application through our website, our volunteer coordinator, which is Holly Hillenbrand, will reach out to you in 24 to 48 hours.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you on behalf of the county for all the work that you do.
And thank you for the support that you give Knox County CASA. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on, Knox County E911, Carter. You have a couple things for us to look at today.
Yeah.
After is fine,
We've got them in our packet.
yeah.
Okay, good deal. Just the first one, is just AT&T. They're changing, from copper to fiber. And it's agreement. I wasn't sure if you guys really needed to sign it or if I could, but we went ahead and just had you guys sign it.
Yeah.
So it actually is cheaper this way, but they are going away with copper and they're changing all phone lines to fiber.
Okay.
It is like a 10-line package, so that includes the 2 city lines that we had ported over, and then we'll have 2 extra lines as well.
Okay.
So that just needs signed.
Okay, and the other is,
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
the other one?
The
Yeah,
other
the other,
Yep, and then the other one is just our chair lease, so that ends in May, begins again in May. So it's just a new lease for the same company.
okay. I have spoken to, and we, of course, in our packet, our attorney has given us the opinion that they're both good. So I make a motion to approve both the AT&T service contract as well as the chair lease agreement for 911.
A second.
Okay, first and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it, 3-0. Thank you. Actually, just if you give to them.
Yep.
But quick question for you, while you're talking about the switch over from the city to, how's that working? Since we talked last month?
Good.
Okay.
They got everything sorted out, both lines are ported in, so you're getting, the call rating and everything now.
Okay, and is the computer program up and running yet?
Not our CAD system.
Not the CAD?
Yeah, they have delays, so hopefully that will be soon.
Do we have a timeline?
No.
Okay,
Motorola did not give a timeline yet.
okay, all right, thank you.
Motorola's not the CAD, so,
It's going, which
right. Okay, okay. And is it delayed because of them or because of payment?
because of the
Okay,
Actually, our CAD window was a day or two late of getting them us, some kind of example file.
okay,
That's how they pushed it out.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they're not gonna be a day or two late on their end.
Yeah.
They're gonna be more than that.
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. Sheriff Fantlin, you have a couple of items for us tonight.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
A few weeks back, I was contacted by Health Plan Freedom, and they wanted to help us facilitate health insurance for pre-sentenced inmates. And how they would do it, they would sign up everybody that's eligible, as far as the inmates go, for the Affordable Cares Act. And it's no charge to us. They would, we would just send the questionnaires or hand the questionnaires out to the inmates. They would sign up. If they qualified, then this company would get them signed up. And while they're in our custody, or anytime, this doesn't have to be in our custody, but they are under this insurance, the Affordable Cares Act, they would, their insurance, if they have to go to the hospital for anything, whether they get hurt or they have a sickness, it would pay for it. He provided a list, I didn't bring that with me, of jails all over the United States that's going towards this, getting their inmates signed up. It's a savings for the county.
Absolutely, yeah, I was looking over the information, and it is a very good deal for our county. Saves us, inmate, insurance, or save us on inmate,
Right.
Hospital bills.
Right.
Okay,
We've had some big bills in the past
okay.
that's come in from,
All right, we'll go ahead and take one at a time on these, just for no other reason. But I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the pretrial inmate healthcare service agreement. Do I have a second?
A second.
Okay, first and a second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, ayes have it, 3-0. Sale of used vehicle to the Vincent's Community School Corp.
yes, Vincent School Corporation Police Department, bought one of our vehicles, or was wanting to buy one of our vehicles. We entered into an agreement with them. So I just need you guys'
I thought we already did this.
We did on another one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make a
this
motion
is
to,
the
okay.
first one we've done.
Second one that we've done, or is this the third one we've done?
Second one.
Second
I
one.
believe, Yes, yeah, to the school
Yeah,
corporation.
to the school
yes.
corp,
We've sold others to the county.
right.
Well,
Okay.
no, I meant to the school, not the county. All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we have done this, but it was,
Okay.
this is the second one that we've done. The first one went actually to my neighbor.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. All right, I will make a motion to approve the sale of the used vehicle to the Vincent's Community School Corporation Police Department.
A second.
Okay, first and a second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, same sign, none hearing, motion moves 3-0. Anything else
So
for
do
us
you,
tonight?
do you see they're gonna need more? I mean, we good? How's that going?
yes, actually, we're gonna have here real soon, have a 2020 Tahoe that we're gonna be trading in. If you guys know any of the county agencies that are needing anything.
Well, you just bought some. You gonna be buying more with a trade-in of that?
Do what now?
I mean, you just bought a few vehicles. Are there more
Yeah,
to
we
be
bought-
purchased?
We bought two Tahoes, yes, two new ones, and we got this one's got over 100,000 on it, not much over, so trying to replace it. The
Gotcha.
reason I try to keep it in the newer section is because our maintenance is down, because they're under warranty up to 3 years, and anything goes wrong with them, they pay for it,
Yeah.
so.
What, just out of curiosity, what kind of deal are we getting on those Tahoes now on resale?
This one here, we took it down and got trade-in value on it, which was 19.5,
All right, okay. All right, great,
so that's all I have.
great. Thank you, Sheriff, we appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. ADP, service agreement. So we have a couple different things on the, docket for this. The first one is training. This is a appropriation for $18,700. So basically, there is a complete package for ADP that we're not really capturing. We're not doing full ADP, as well as some pieces that we're currently doing that we need to do a little bit better job on. So we are looking at getting some employees trained on our ADP process, as well as some additional packets that it has, so we can do more with it. So I believe that's gonna be a additional appropriation, if my memory serves me correct. Is that right? Were we gonna get an additional on that?
Yeah, it's not budgeted.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, okay. So I would make a motion that we apply for additional appropriation from county council for $18,750 for ADP training, as well as, the additional pieces to the ADP process.
I second.
Okay? First and a second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it 3-0. Employee Health Insurance Committee, this is something that I've asked Drew to head up, as well as Commissioner Ellerman. Our health insurance, county health insurance is gonna be due again, towards the end of the year in October. And, as we did last year, we'd like to put it out on the street for, bids to look at our insurance. It's not a secret that our family plan is very expensive. And so I would like to put together a committee of employees, a wide discipline of employees, from the court system, the council, the highway department, the sheriff's department, probation, courthouse, as I said, Mr. Ellerman, as well as our attorney Drew. And so I'm just reporting to you tonight that we're putting this committee together. We've reached out to some folks, asked them to serve on said committee, and at the end of the day, it's their insurance plan. I don't take the county insurance plan, I take my employer. So for me, I wanna hear from the employees. I wanna hear from them and what they need, okay? Obviously, at the end of the day, it'll be the three of us who have to make that decision as to what we can afford within the budget, but also what's best for the county moving forward. So I'm, just to let everyone know, we're forming this committee. We'll get some additional information out, tonight, possibly, early tomorrow morning. But I'm really looking forward to the committee and the work. For me, everything's on the table. We have to look at ways that we can reduce the cost of the plan to our employees while still maintaining a quality health insurance plan. Okay? Courthouse audio equipment. This is something that's been kind of on our docket for a while. We've tried to milk it for as long as we could, but unfortunately the can has been down the road far enough. Unfortunately, our courthouse audio equipment has reached the end of its life cycle for the courtrooms. So there is, Judge Johnson contacted us a couple weeks back, and they've reached out to several different vendors looking at audio equipment for the courtrooms, and they've landed on Justice AV Solutions. It's a company out of Louisville, Kentucky. It's approximately $350. This also, I talked to Council President Morris, and he's advised out of rainy day, so we'll advertise this out of the rainy day fund. So I make a motion to approve requesting $350,000 out of the rainy day fund for the audio equipment for the courtrooms.
I second.
Okay, conversation?
So I have also talked to the judges, and it's been made very clear that it has been arrived that because of not pursuing a judicial center or the future of our space needs, that is why they're asking now.
Yes.
That it can be still continued to be delayed. This was made known last year, so we're hurriedly going to fix something that I mean, hopefully it can all be moved. There'll be a moving cost. But,
If-
but again, we're at a complete zero standstill for the plans of our future of space. So even though this can wait, we're going to do it now.
If we were to build anything
Okay,
across the street from the courthouse, the annex,
so
we're still years away from doing that.
well, that is your opinion. This is included in the scope of work for a judicial center, for the plans. So there's no doubt that it's not needed, but again, with the knowing of ahead being told it's not going to happen, that is why we're entertaining it now.
Correct. Yeah, we,
So we're not doing it.
no, I said, if we build something, it's going to be years down the road.
I don't
So-
agree with that. But, well,
Okay.
again, that wasn't the phases of the plan that we had laid out prior. I mean,
Okay,
right? The timing that we had prior for these projects were
Well,
different?
well, that was also before the phase went to double the price.
No, it did not.
Yeah, it did. So we have a motion on the table and a second. I will call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same
No.
sign. Motion carries 2-1. Claims. Make a motion to pay the claims. Have a second.
A second.
All in favor by saying aye to pay the claims?
Aye.
Ayes have it, 3-0. Payroll. Make a motion to pay the payroll. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Second, aye.
Second, aye. Motion carries 3-0. Old business, Justice Campus. I don't have anything. Sheriff, do you have anything? Okay, great. Code compliance, we have nothing from our code compliance officer. Ready 2.0. Evening.
I don't have any specific updates since our last update on the grant itself, but next week, the new Secretary of Commerce, David Adams, and the new head of the IEDC, Jeff Blade, will be in our region to get an update on where we stand, not just with Ruddy, but just for regional development in general. And so we're looking forward to that, and there'll be a number of folks from industry and economic development across the region that will participate in that. So it'll be interesting to hear what Secretary Adams, freshly coming in with the Braun administration, what their priorities are and the things that they want us to know and things that we can talk to them about specifically in our region for rural development, because our region is a little bit different than all the others in that we don't have a metropolitan area in the 5-county region that, that we're working with, which includes, again, Knox, Pike, Perry, Spencer, and Harrison counties. And Vincennes is actually the largest city in that entire region, at just under 17,000. So you can see how very rural we are, and I think our challenges are a little bit different than, say, Evansville or Bloomington or Indianapolis. So I think it'll be a good session.
How do you, with the announcement from the governor's office of looking at the economic development and realigning those things, how do you think that's gonna play as far as Ready 2.0 and that group?
Well, that's a good question, and I think a lot of people are asking those questions right now with not many answers. I think the executive order that was just signed this past week is really about aligning, because now DWD and IEDC all fall under Secretary Adams, in addition to, I think, 4 or 5 other agencies. So I think their intent is going to be aligning those regional groups at the state level to better serve different regions around the state. I don't think that that'll necessarily have an impact on the way that our ready regions have been formed. It could, but those are the types of things we need to talk about with them and get a better understanding. And I think frankly, I think they're figuring it out too. But they're in the, I think, decision-making mode in terms of, should the Small Business Development Center map and the DWD Workforce Regional map, you know, what should those look like? And I can tell you that when I was at the state 20 years ago, we were having those same conversations, because no one's ever satisfied with boundaries on a map. Because, you know, for whatever reason, people have different, organizations have different motivations, whether it comes to workforce development or business development. So there's just a lot of variables, I think, that are gonna come into play. But anyway, that's probably more than you were looking for. I think the bottom line is that the state's looking to be more efficient in the way they deliver services. And so they're on these listening tours going around the state, meeting with all the regions to get feedback from us.
Okay.
So, and transparent.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. Thank you very
so
much.
that's all I got.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
I have nothing for the EMA Center at this point in time.
The geotech, have you made contact?
Yeah, I've tried making contact with Geotech. That was the Patriot. Have not heard back from them. We haven't received anything from them yet. Yeah, I have nothing else on that. And Judicial Center, I have nothing else on that. Just so you guys know, did sign a letter of support for the annual grant for the drug court with the Department of Corrections, sorry. And then hopefully we will have first draft of our new website by the end of this week. So I'll be meeting with her sometime by the end of the week to look over the draft of that. Other than that, you have anything further?
I have nothing.
Ms. Dreer, you have anything further?
Just to, again, we passed the first invasive species law in Indiana. The state of Indiana passed right after us with DNR. It is a law in this county, and we have had a board for years, just like our unsafe building board, that works with our vendors just to make sure they're compliant within the law. There's no issue with that board. I really hope you reevaluate your comments about our invasive species law. It protects homeowners and agriculture, and it's very important.
Okay, great. If there's nothing else, does anyone have anything come to the table today? Yes, sir. Yeah, if you would come to the podium, and then afterwards, if you'd sign in. Great, thank you.
My name's Kurt Kaufman. I'm the dean over the College of Science, Engineering, Mathematics at Vincennes University. And I was here because I was asked to, serve on the Invasive Species Board. Before I address that, I want to commend you for item F, where you were very honest to say you're not a county employee, and so you wanted to get input from county employees about their insurance. I just find it curious that, I don't know your background, but I'm a scientist, I'm a biologist, and I understand the huge impact invasive species have agriculturally and, in healthcare. And so when I hear you say you don't understand why we need this type of law, when it was something that took all kinds of great input from this community, and you voted for that original law. So I just find it curious that you are now saying, I want the input for the insurance, but you've made the decision on your own, sir, that we no longer need this invasive species. If you drive down Highway 41, you see Bradford pears and honeysuckle clogging up our woodlands. If you're a private landowner trying to grow timber for your own profit, the millions of dollars that those two groups of plants alone are costing landowners is amazing. There are plants coming into our county that produce arsenic, that if cattle were to eat them, they would die. Many of these invasive plants come from landscapers, and then they are released into the county. So as a wildlife biologist, as someone who's been educating young people for over 30 years on invasive species, as a biologist, I really ask you to rethink your standing.
Okay, good, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, right, none hearing. The next meeting will be May 6th, 2025 at 10 a.m. at this very location. Until then, everyone have a great week. Thank you very much. This meeting is adjourned.